Gems. Get out your weekly reading for September 23rd through the, so 17th through the 23rd. Let's not rush the week. 17th through the 23rd, I'm using the Black Moon Astrology. And we're going to do the 15 card here, now, and later spread. I like to do this one on myself, so decided to try it today for the collective. Up to my Libras right now. The first row is your current circumstances, 5 cards. Second row is your where is the energy evolving? Where is it being directed? Is the second row, 5 cards, and then 5 cards on the bottom row, which would be the conclusion based upon the current conditions or future influences. So it's kind of a here, now, and later. The here and now run kind of concurrent to me because could be the here could be something that is right here now. And then the second row could be where the energy is being directed. So let's see how yours plays out for you, Libra. Starting with your top row, the current circumstances, where you stand or where your situation is now. Faith. Going through something that is requiring you to have a whole lot of faith right now, Libra. Whole lot of faith. Okay, that is the current circumstances. Where you stand, where your current situation is, involving the need to have faith. Second position, other people, surrounding circumstances. I feel. This is dealing with some emotions here about the people around you are having some type of sensitivity, wanting to nurture in that Cancer type of energy, wanting to help, wanting to take care. That is the other people or surrounding circumstances. So it is an emotional situation that is asking you to have faith through. Other people around you are having emotional feelings toward this situation as well. But definitely some Cancerian energy and feelings of the need to want to nurture or take care or be there for someone is the influence of the other people around you. Third position, what you are not able to see, but is still influencing the situation. Here you have Chiron healing, which I know Chiron, if I was watching one of my astrologers, is out there floating around in something, causing us to have to go back to moments of healing, things that we need to heal in our life that we thought maybe were healed but are not completely healed as of yet. Those are the things that are coming back. And with this Cancer card popping out, the first thing I thought about was that Cancer is the nurturer. That is that motherly type of emotional feeling when it comes to how we nurture or how we take care of others is the Cancerian type of feeling. With Chiron being out, there is some healing coming, which is more emotions, more feelings, more nurturing needs to be done in a certain area, or more healing needs to be brought to that certain area of feeling nurtured, or where we feel nurtured, or where we felt the lack of nurturing coming from. There is a Chiron moment where some healing is going to be involved this week for us in a certain area that we needed to go back and heal a little bit deeper emotionally. So that's what you're not able to see yet, that is still influencing this situation right here. Fourth position, a path you are considering or where the situation is currently heading. Void, of course, moon, missing. This is sometimes when we are missing the mark, when we are trying to stay on the path, but we miss it by a little bit. We're kind of just a little bit off the mark as it comes out as the void, of course, moon missing. So this is the mysterious things. This is the things that we don't always have the power to understand or see sometimes when we're off track, because we can't see the bigger picture. You pull out and take a more panoramic view of what's going on, and then you see what it is. Normally when I get this card in the spread, it tells me that the question can't be answered at the moment. Let's just go over to that one briefly. All is not as it seems. That's the first thing it says. Moon card can avoid, of course, moon card can be daunting. It may not be a good or appropriate time for you to answer the question. I usually get that, but then what I try to get overall, matters will not go as you plan. Which is not a positive thing. It's matters will not go as you plan. In fact, most of the time it will end up far worse than you plan. You've been caught blissfully unaware. You've missed something, or you weren't paying close enough attention. That's what I get mostly when I see that void of moon course. And that came out in a path you are considering or where the situation is heading. It's saying that's not the path. That's not the path. It says a void of course moon can be used to your benefit. So keep this in mind when this card shows up in a spread, although it just told you the other side. You can, for instance, you can work on something you really don't want to. You can interact with persons you really don't want to become a fixture in your life. Embarking on anything new or untried will tend to go wrong. In other words, when the void of course moon card presents itself in a spread, if you agree to plans you really don't want to come about, then it will be very likely they will not come about. However, meditation and any type of psychic or spiritual efforts will work out better when the void of course moon card turns up. It's a good time to dream and even make plans. Just do not act on them yet. Also, do not plan a wedding if this card comes up. Keep in mind it's not ripe. So it's just there's something you're not seeing that is missing right now, and it's saying just stay put. Because what you're trying to do, or what you may be trying to do when it comes to the path you're considering, this isn't that position. The path you're considering or where the situation is currently heading, it's just saying it's not going to play out how you're thinking. So just to kind of hold up on that one until you receive more clarity. And that is in the fourth position, a path where you're considering or where the situation is currently heading. Moving to that fifth position, the current energies and surrounding circumstances. This is about your life purpose, your north node. This is karmic in a whole lot of ways, the way this situation is playing out, about some karmic debts in your life, but how you leave your light in this world, your mark in this world, your life purpose. This is what this is all about for you, Libra, right now. Moving on to the second row, this is going to be what is evolving and where this energy is being directed. Okay. What is evolving? Sixth position. What to do next and how to approach this situation. Mercury retrograde reinvention, which we just came out of a Mercury retrograde, but it's calling upon you now to go back into those things in your past. Maybe some things that needed healing, some emotions where you got this Cancer Chiron energy right here, and fulfilling your life purpose, going back to those things. How to approach this situation is to go back to those things and see where you have room for reinvention of a certain part of your life. To reinvent yourself, to take what was old and change it into something new, something better. It's what it is asking you to do next and how to approach this situation. Seventh position, influences from partners you to do next and how to approach this situation. Seventh position, influences from partnerships, alliances, and romantic interests. It is about communication, the air element there, which is your element. It is about communicating those things. This is the influences from partners, alliances, and romantic interests. It's going to be doing a whole lot of communication with people this week, trying to get it all figured out as you do some reinvention, going towards your life purpose here to get more healing when it comes to those nurturing feelings right there, those motherly feelings, those nurturing feelings. It is to bring more healing to those places. Going to be a whole lot of communicating about that this week, Pisces. Next position, eighth position, what others are saying about this issue, but not to you. Aries, I am. This is the energy of the me first is all about me, do me type of attitude here with the Aries, I am. This is imposing your own will. This is what others are saying about the issue, but not to you. So they may feel you're being a little in yourself. They may feel like you're only looking out for yourself. Could be viewed as selfish here with Aries energy. That's how they are viewed when they are in their Aries, I am, my way type of deal. Only seeing it their way, their one way. It's also root chakra being read as well. So it's about that raw passion when it comes to what it is we want, and this is how others are viewing you, just in the energy of what it is you want and seeing what it is you want and only what it is you want. Next position, ninth position, is your hopes, wishes, and possible outcome dependent on what's happening right now. The Grand Trine blessings, which we just came through, and Earth Grand Trine, you're looking for your stability. You're waiting on those blessings, which would make you more stable, foundational wise, material wise. So the things that are making you more stable and grounded when it comes to life, your job, your income, your home, where you stay, all the things that bring stability. You are looking for those blessings of stability to be brought into your life this week. And that is in your position of hope, wishes, and possible outcomes, depending on what's happening now. This is the blessings that you've been waiting on and hoping on. Okay. And then 10th position, what is driving this situation is Saturn. Saturn is, I do believe, in your home, in your fourth house, Aries. So it's going to make you go back to, Aries, Libra. So it's going to make you go back to your fourth house, which is your roots, your family, those types of things. It's going to make you go back to those things and deal with them, heal them, maybe some feelings, maybe some people we didn't want to address anymore or deal with anymore. It is making you, for the good of your life purpose, go back and deal with those things. And there's going to be some communication here. It's going to be some reinvention of who you are and how you communicate with those people, which is what's going to bring about your blessings and the lesson that Saturn was trying to get you to go through and to overcome with this energy here, as Saturn is no longer in retrograde. But we know how big and slow Saturn is when it's moving. It's coming to show us a lesson, definitely to show us a lesson, to help us become a better version of ourselves where we needed a little help. So all of this is playing out through a Saturn period in your life, which was in your fourth house, Libra, of your roots and your foundations, family type of structures, which is where that is in that position. What's driving this situation is that Saturn moment that you had in your chart. But always leaves you blessings on its way out the door, as a good father does. It nurtures you, it shows you the way, it gets you back, it gives you a hug, and gives you a gift as it leaves out of the way, on the next house that it has to address for you. But right now, it definitely was going back to your home, your roots, your fourth house, to show you some things that needed healing still. Okay, dropping down to your bottom row. There's that fourth house roots card. As I say it, this is the future, the conclusion based upon the current conditions or future influences. All right, so we'll start 11th position, the state you are progressing towards, the energy coming in. This is Black Moon Lilith. This is the mystery behind it. So what it all was for. When you get into Black Moon Lilith energy, it's always presented in a bad light when it comes like biblically, who Lilith was supposed to be, kind of downplayed because she, as a woman, in the Bible, your sexuality was often oppressed. And now, and Lilith was that woman that was in tune with her own sexuality. Actually, it had something to go back and do with like Adam's first wife and all that stuff. But it's the call to wildness. It says, this card's up, something lurks when this card turns up during a reading. Lilith appears as the dark part of the astrological chart. She is our shadow side, the dark face of the moon where mysteries and unexplained occurrences lie. So you are delving into a little darkness, I think, going back to this Cancer, I feel, Chiron type of energy. And definitely, like I said, that has to do with the home and the roots. The Mercury retrograde reinvention being out in that position of what to do next and how to approach this situation. And then Lilith coming out in the 11th position, the state you're progressing towards, the energy you're progressing towards. So the feminine force, the invisible force, guilt, shame is also in there, rejections, feelings of being slighted or overlooked, those type of feelings. This is directly related to that Queen of Swords energy with you and your air element of communicating those things that made you feel insecure, those moments where you felt slighted or overlooked, those moments where you felt powerless. It is asking you to go back and balance. As very interesting as you are the balance scales of Libra, it is asking you to balance the karma in your life. That's what it's asking you with Black Moon Lilith, and that is in your position of where you're progressing towards the energy coming in. So you're about to balance out some karma in your life through this. And as I say that, there is the South Node Life Deck card out next in the 12th position. Influences from others that will have an impact on the resolution of this matter. It is dealing with your South Node. You have North Node up there, which is your life purpose. It is dealing with those South Node karmic debts. As you go through this, the play out of this situation, you will be dealing with those, and that is the influences that others will have an impact on the resolution of this matter. Others are definitely involved in this because it is others' karma debt as well that they have to make amends for anything where you felt you needed healing from. Anything you felt you needed healing from is going to take you back to this spot, this Black Moon Lilith mystery, where you assert yourself and are able to communicate those things and deal with those situations there with that South Node. Then we have our 13th position, what you have failed to take into account, but what also can be corrected. There it is, those fourth house roots. Why all of this is taking place so that this can be addressed and can be healed. It is definitely about your roots, family, how we came here, the people who influence us as soon as we get here is our families. And this is where it's going to have you go back and do some healing, Libra. It's going to have you do some healing in that area. What cannot be changed is the 14th position. What cannot be changed unless drastic measures are taken. This is a solar eclipse revolution right here moment. This is something that's going to take place and move some darkness out of the way so that you can gain more light. It's going to move it. And where the darkness is in the nurturing Cancer type of feelings from others. And that's what needs to be Chiron type of healing type of energy. That's what needs it next. Definitely your fourth house has some karmic South Node things to deal with right here. And you are just embodying this Lilith, Black Moon Lilith type of energy of exploring that, not being afraid to explore it. All right, that is the what you failed to take into account, but what also can be corrected is that dealing with that. It doesn't have to stay that way. It can be corrected. The past can be addressed and it can be corrected and healed. Got that in the 14th house, what can't be changed. And then the 15th house, the last one, the outcome of the matter based on what is. Changing your response changes this card. So right now, as it stands, you have Leo, I will. The outcome of the matter is you are determined to do what you are setting out to do, which is fulfilling your North Node, your life purpose, and you are determined to do it. With the Leo, I will. You are confident. You have the courage, as the lion is represented by the Leo. The sun is also represented by the Leo as well. So you are courageously about to dig into some things that you may not have wanted to dig into, Libra. But you're about to address those things in your fourth house and your roots. You're about to address some Cancer type of nurturing type of feelings when it comes to others. You're about to do some emotional healing over that, as this was a Saturn moment in your fourth house. A Saturn moment in your fourth house, making you go back and have to reinvent yourself when it comes to the way you communicate and deal with people. And so you will be communicating a whole lot this week. Maybe with some people you haven't communicated with in a long time, maybe about some things from your past that have been buried that you have not addressed for a long time, that you just kind of want to go away, but they're asking you to address those things. Saturn, your daddy, is asking you to address those things because this is how you're going to reinvent those things. This is how you're going to overall heal those things. And once you heal those things, it's going to make you understand the balance of your North Node and South Node, the debts that have to be repaid. And then that's how you get to bringing in those grand trine blessings for yourself of stability. But you are determined, Libra. I see this here with this Leo card. You are determined, so you will get where you want to get. It's just a matter of learning this lesson, going through this healing that needs to take place, making sure we finish and close out all the South Node, North Node type of feels that we want. And then after that, clarity coming out already is the Two of Cups moment. You will get to what you desire when it comes to love. These are the grand trine blessings I do believe you're waiting on. Yeah, who you want in that cup there is very important to you right now. And you'll be getting, those are some of the blessings that come after dealing with this fourth house home cycle here. Once you deal with that home cycle, the blessings flow in. The blessings flow in. This is you completing a cycle, honing in on your craft with that Eight of Pentacles, knowing that it's in divine order and everything is spinning correctly. The Wheel of Fortune is about to spin for you with that Eight of Pentacles being out. To me, she's perfecting it. Perfecting it. And you see, you have the upper hand with that Seven of Wands out there. You have the upper hand. You're never on the bottom, even when it seems like things are going wrong. You're not on the bottom. Not on the bottom. It's just about your perception. It's all about your perception. So this is a new strategy plan you are imposing upon yourself. Coming up with a new course of action here. Just trying to plan and strategize what it is you're going to do next. Mercury reinvention was in that area as well. This kind of goes to that. Reinventing yourself, figuring all out your next way you're going to proceed. What should I do? You're going to sit and you're going to plan and you're going to come up with the best thing to do. The best thing to do. The Five of Swords was in reverse. So anywhere you felt hurt, stabbed in the back, betrayed, this is also fear to me. That's in reverse. So all those feelings will go away. Anywhere you felt like somebody stabbed you in the back or hurt you, you are now using that as strength now. You're now using that to plan your next course of action. What was that for? Why was that? Why did that happen? To make you see something, quite possibly. And now you're looking at it differently and you're planning your next course of action. Planning your next course of action. Strategizing, Libra. Strategizing. And so you have two decisions to make. You have some choices there with that Two of Swords there. And the Hangman is in reverse, which he's already upside down the right way. So he is really, really going to change his viewpoint on something. He's going to change the way he sees, and it's going to help make that decision a whole lot better. Got the Unknown card out with the Three of Swords energy. So anywhere you were feeling heartbroken on, it's still unknown and undecided what you want to do about that just yet. But at some point you did feel heartbroken or in a third-party situation, possibly betrayed by someone you love. It is 3 stabs to the heart right there. So a couple people could have made you feel this way, or 3 people possibly could have made you feel this way. But the unknown being in reverse, I feel like there was a lot you didn't know at those moments that you will be given clarity on, to where you won't feel that energy anymore. And then the Queen of Cups is in reverse. So it could be possibly have someone that you want to be with or are with made you feel that way, while your Queen of Cups is in reverse. But you're sending up as the Page of Wands a message of desire, a want, a passion, a message of or a prayer of what you want next, what you want to bring about next. What you see for yourself next, what you want for yourself next when it comes to love and emotions. You're sending that up, I feel like. Then the Empress and the Lovers are in reverse. So you're just feeling like that person, and this is also your Libra card as well, the Empress, that person here over here in the Lovers situation, or the choices you had to make are taking you out of that feeling of being balanced when it comes to who you want to love, who you're choosing to love as your lover. It's making you feel imbalanced. It's making you feel like you're not in your Libra balance scales energy, the choice you have to make when it comes to love. So I'm seeing a whole lot of emotions on the table when it comes to love and 4th house family type of situations. But you are Two of Pentacles energy, trying to balance it all out. That is the juggle of it all. That is the juggle of it all. And you're just trying to find some balance and some stability again for yourself. With that 8 of Cups type of energy, I feel like you're just tired of all the failed attempts. And now it's just time to go towards something better. And you're going towards that something better right now, because you're tired of bumping your head in this way. You're looking for the even exchange. You're looking for balance when it comes to your emotions, and you're feeling a little hurt emotionally because the person that you had in mind was not bringing the even exchange towards you. You were giving more than this person was, and that was hurting your feelings a lot. But I'm seeing the Six of Wands out. So the actions you're going to take when it comes to these situations are going to be victorious. You're going to be taking these actions. You're not going to depend on the actions of others. You're going to be taking these actions so that you can get to your victory through all of this, which is an emotional healing process for you. All right, I'll pull out one more clarifier. Nine of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles upright. So what you were wishing for has not taken place. It was a disappointment to you. You feel like you did not get what you wished for. But the reason was to bring more stability to you. It was going to bring stability in a way maybe you didn't see it. It was calling for a reinvention of yourself in order to get you to your Queen of Pentacles. This is some inward work that needed to be done. Though she is looking for her coins and looking for her stability, she understands she's going to get to that through the inward work. Through the inward work. Learning the lessons is how we attract the blessings. So the inward work is going to be done. Just, yeah, I wasn't going to pull anymore, but these two come out the top as well. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. The way we view what we have, what we need, that rebellious attitude we're going to have towards going towards what it is we want and need. Not hanging on to, just wanting the financial benefits, but also knowing why it's important for the inward things to be addressed first before those outward things and benefits can be given to us, because the inner work is actually the reward, is actually the real reward. That's what it's looking like for you this week. Libra, going to go through some healing and some emotions. And it is really calling upon you to have faith. That was the first card out and the overall energy of the situation. It is calling for you to have faith through this situation amongst all that is playing out for your stability and balance when it comes to love and relationships, and just overall your overall healing to be complete, fulfilling North Node and South Node karmic debts. But healing yourself in some areas, Libra, is going to take place this week. And you'll know those right away as they play out for yourself. You'll know them right away. But definitely about some healing and going back to those fourth house type of situations where we needed to heal and resolve some issues emotionally about our nurturing and our healing and our feelings overall when it comes to that. All right, Libra, hope you enjoyed your reading. If you need a personal reading, www.divinitygems33.com. Thanks for watching. Till next time.